Hey everybody, Marshall123X here. Welcome to a brand new Let's Play Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. If you know, I did not know this game was a thing until just this morning. My friend told me about it, and apparently it just came out today or yesterday, whenever. And apparently it is a dating sim where you in fact attempt to date members of the Normal Boots company, or the Normal Boots team. If you don't know who they are, they're a YouTube group. They consist of, just to name a few, Peanut Butter Gamer, JONTRON, and a few others. I believe the Completionist is on there. Big fan of them, by the way. Big fan of them. But so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play this today. I'm interested in dating JONTRON because he's my senpai and I wanna be his friend. The train made its way along the gentle curve of the coast of Japan. I didn't know Normal Boots was based in Japan, whisking me farther and farther from my home. You don't say. Dear Diary, okay? Dear Diary, today is the day I finally go to Asagao, I guess I say, Academy. I couldn't sleep all night. When Dad dropped me off at the train station, he held my hand and stroked my hair. Look like your mother did, he said, but he didn't elaborate. I miss Mom, I miss Dad. Hopefully, this will be my first start. Cool. So now what? Oh, I just click. God, that is loud. I might have to. Can I? Okay, cool. I'm gonna turn that down a tiny bit so I'm not yelling. I did turn the music down already a little bit, because it was very loud, and but very good music. Don't get me wrong, very good music. Across from me sat a boy, face hair blurred. Oh wait. Face half buried in a newspaper. He was deeply entranced in whatever article he was reading and hadn't spoken a single word to me, even if I had asked to join. Even when I asked if I could join him in the last compartment, with any available space. He shrugged, nodded, and adjusted the newspaper without making eye contact. It had been almost an hour. In fact, he hadn't once looked at me. Devoid of conversation, God, this is gonna be so much reading. I took instead counting the buttons on the pretentiously lush carmine seat cushions. 1, 2, 3, 21, 22. Now and again, I turned to look out the window where the trees were blurred by sometimes smeared green with that blah 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 blue sea of Japan. Eventually, this rapidly made my stomach churn. I went back to counting the buttons on the seat cushion. Somebody needs a smartphone. 1, 2, 3. The train compartment shuddered around us. My eyes wandered to the boy and his jacket. It wasn't the school-issued blue that I and the other students on the train were wearing. Instead, was green, varsity-like jacket with an embroidered patch poorly sewn on the front. Straighten yourself up. Who the hell is this? Who's this supposed to be? So you're the first year. Then I guess I am. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be one of the Normal Boots, but I can't. Judging by that patch right there, I can't really tell who it's supposed to be. He folded his newspaper neatly and then sat in his lap and looked at me with a half-interest gaze. Did he just catch me staring? Now that the paper was gone, I saw his face. He watched me through heavy-lidded eyes. Is this supposed to be Pro Jared? He's Normal Boots, right? It's supposed to be Pro Jared. His hair was immaculately groomed, his teeth straight, blindingly bright. There was something about him, the way the light hit him, that made him look like he almost sparkling. Oh, wow, there's actually me? Question mark. He glanced around the apartment empty beside us and laughed. My name's Hana, I guess. Oh no, I'm not a first year, I'm a third year. The train began to slow, metal wheels groaning against the metal tracks. Okay, the train started to stop. The sudden shift threatened to rob me of whatever was left in my stomach, but I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, willing to keep it together. What kind of impression would I leave puking on a student before I arrived at the academy? That you're very sick and you need to go to the infirmary. That's what anybody would think. The The boy frowned. I picked at a hem on my cotton skirt. Okay. Meh. That's not possible. I've never seen you before. It took me a moment of mouth fishing to find a response. Oh, mouth. Okay. It's because I'm a transfer student. He laughed again. A transfer student, huh? We don't get many of those. I removed my acceptance letter from the front pocket of my uniform. The paper, heavy weight, off-white, had accumulated creases from my reading and rereading, as the words might have changed since the last time I read. You know, I'm like that too. I reread the letters I'm excited about. The boy took it, studied it, and handed it back to me.
I'll see you around.
Oh, will you now? Well then, Hana, I suppose I'll be seeing you around. Okay. Maybe Pro Jared, I don't know. I don't know, the artist's rendition. He smiled at me as he picked up the suitcase lying next to him. By the time I hiccuped a response, he was already gone from the compartment. Oh, good, I get the compartment. Oh, to myself, I can stretch out. I stared into the empty hallway of the train. It was then I realized, having gotten it from my acceptance letter, knew my name and never gotten his. The train settled at the station. I filed out with the rest of the uniformed students. It was early April. The last frost of winter had come and gone. The trees were already green, their leaves shivering with occasional gust weaving through them. The mild air, only a few clouds hanging in the sky. That is a good time of year. That's about where we're at right now. It's about, late spring. I walked along the road mid-spring, and I'm thinking. Along the road, the swarm of blue-jacketed bodies, looking at the little groups breaking off from the crowd. Everyone was buzzing so animatedly around. Well, I wish I could see. I'll have to take your word for it. All I can see is a black screen with a blue little bullet thing down here, whatever. Blue little menu down here. But I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's quite the sight. I held my suitcase tight in my sweaty hands, my gooey, sweaty hands, and it was leather bound and worth more than anything it had contained. It wasn't far to the school, and I was, for maybe the first time in my life, thankful that I had that what I owned didn't amount to much. My school issued black Oxford clicked on the pavement. Oh, okay, Oxfords, yeah, your shoes. Okay, I walked this walk over and over in my mind. So many nights I lay awake imagining what it'd be like to walk from the train station to Asagao Academy for the first time. My new start. I always imagined everything would change for me on this walk. Yes, my new start, because I'm on the lam. I'm actually a serial murderer. No, that's somehow everything would be magically different. But as I looked around, I realized nothing had changed. Well, you're in a new place. Well, you just got there. What do you mean, yo? Oh, it's gorgeous. It's amazing. Look at it. God, it's so beautiful. As I reached the massive gate onto the academy, I forgot all about the disappointment slouching in the back of my throat. You just got there, sweetheart. Give it some time. The school framed by the frame of the gate's twisting black metal was just beautiful, and the glossy photos I saw in its pamphlets. I'll take your word for it, because all I see is some lamps, trees, and school. A few benches down there, but no twisting metal gate. Thank you, though. Thank you for telling me something that's not on the screen, so I know that I'm missing something. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. This was it, Asagao Academy. I glanced around the swarm of students gathered around the gate. Beyond the tiny blue people bounced around the academy, the main building. Girls pressed a button on one side of the gate. The excitement in the air was almost palpable. If you know what that means, it means spreadable. Like butter. A few moments later, the black gate with great effort creaked outwards and cleared the pathway. As the rest of the group shifted into motion, I followed along a sheep in the herd. My stomach tied itself into knots. Oh, another okay. The crowd split in different directions for a moment. I panicked. Oh, hello! A tired man, looking old man with graying hair called out for first years, and a cluster of fresh-faced students gathered around him. Tall boy. Hey, look at that girl. I turned a few feet away. A small group of boys were pointing at me and snickering. Posh boy, pink hair, are you kidding me? I'll not have that. Excuse me. I'll not have that near my monocle. Tall boy. How desperate can you get? Hot shame rolled down my neck. Aw. I attached myself to a group of girls and followed a few steps behind them. In the distance, cicadas hummed in time. Cicadas in the springtime? Hummed to my shoes, crunching against the gravel. Cicadas in the early spring. I don't think that's a thing. My hair, it wasn't my fault. My hair looked like this. Really? It's not? Luckily, I found myself at the girls' dormitory, a large sign on the lawn reading Primrose House. The building dwarfed me in size and sheer intimidation. How many students did Every time I see Asagao, I want to say Asiago, like the cheese. Did Asagao have? Hello. As I approached the building, a redheaded girl lingering nearby caught my attention. Well, I'd say she's directly in our face. I looked away, then looked back. She was staring at me. You got a problem? You want to fight? You want to throw hands? She walked over. Oh, she's going to come fight. Hello.
Oh, you must be my roommate!
Must I? Eyed her warily. Excuse me. She was smiling and bouncing in all the way and suggested her views on life were akin to a perpetual bouncing castle. That's not what I said. I said me, question mark, not what, but okay.
Bingo.
Okay, bingo. Okay, I don't know when the voice acting starts and begins and when they're going to read out loud or when they're going to just proclaim or exclaim something. Of course, you silly. Let me guess. Room 325? I thought back to the paper I received a month prior, the list of all the supplies I needed for the year, and my dorm arrangements. Yeah, that's right. She laughed, but I couldn't figure. I need to come up with some voices for these people, but I don't know who's a permanent. I guess she's my roommate. I just go with a permanent voice for her. I couldn't figure out what was so funny. Why was she laughing at me? Okay, so let's take a voice. Well, I found out my roommate was a transfer student. I knew you were going to be a total main character. I'm sorry. What? When I saw you outside the gate, I knew it was you. I mean, look at that hair. Oh, it's going off the whole anime rule. They have a different kind of hairstyle. I felt a lump forming in my throat. What was she talking about? She had to be making fun of me. I hadn't spent more than 5 minutes on campus, and I was already being mocked. My hands began to tremble. Yeah, sounds like high school to me. Is there something wrong with my hair? Oh, she got tears in her eyes. Come, girl, chill. Her face slackened from the amused. Wait, her face slackened from its amused smile to a more worried expression. Then she began to laugh again.
Oh no! It's great. I'm sorry.
Can I get some consistency here, please? I have to read for the love of people.
Getting off on the wrong foot, aren't we? Oh gosh. I'm Mai Sasaki. You must be Hana.
I bowed my head.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you, Mai. Oh, am I reading? Oh, am I reading? Okay, thank you, Mai. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what was her country accent? All the school books are waiting in the room with your welcome letter and my reading envelope. I hope you're not mad. I started to walk across the dorm's front doors as I followed behind like a lost puppy. Did you check into the front desk already? No, I didn't know I'm supposed to. Are you gonna talk? Good. They'll offer you they'll offer to have a staff member give you a tour of the campus, but I can show you around. We don't need to get many transfer. We don't get many transfer students in here in year 3, you know. I have to pause. Oh, is that your bag? Just the one? I'm glad I bought an extra bag of stuff to decorate the room with. I started already. Hope you don't mind. Of course not. Have at it. You know, don't let me come in, you know, and at least look around first. Go for it. Have fun. But I didn't wait to string the lights. I thought we could do that together, you know, because you couldn't do it by yourself. Because you needed help decorating your room. She spoke quickly with words bubbling from her mouth. She left me no time to answer until the end of her monologue. Yeah, okay, sounds pretty good. She held the front door for me as I hurried inside. Oh, it's so pink. Girls filled up and down the hallway, howling greetings and exchanging vague necessities that were more often than not, "How was your break?" and "Look at how tan you got." It seems that everyone knew each other. I followed Mai as she led me through the maze of students up 2 flights of stairs. Each dorm floor was looked the same as last. Narrow white doors lining both sides of the pale pink walls. Thin gold numbers were tacked to the front of each, numbers rising the climb. You're not messing with the campus store. Wait, you're not missing anything with the campus store, I promise. Mr. Saitomo does them every year, and he's like totally dull. He just drags you around the entire campus and talks in that weird squeaky voice. I've had to watch out for him, because I had to make a voice for him. I'll tell you everything to know. I smiled as I tried to calm my nerves. Thanks. It's hotter than hell in here. I turned my air conditioner off because it was getting on my audio. We headed down the hallway to the 3rd floor. Mai stopped us in front of the door number 325. Here we are. Oh, I love it! Look at that butt. Whose butt is that? Obsession Alvin Stein. Oh, I love it. Tortured souls. Wow, it's so girly, and I got a bunny on my bed. That better be my bed. I want the bunny. Anyway, a faint smell of potpourri wafted through the room. The walls, like the hallway, were soft, powdery pink. It would hurt my eyes, honestly. Mai already defaced them with the tapestries of posters, magazine cutouts, and photographs. You did more. You said you were going to wait on the lights. The lights already strung up. You said you could do that together, and you lied, Mai. You lied to my face. I wanted to put those damn lights up. Fuck! No, I'm just kidding. Okay, some of the photos were of cats, but most of male models and rugged musicians. A bunk bed, 2 writing desks, a wooden chair, small dresser. Everything that's on the screen is what you're saying. Thank you. The top bunk was already covered in neatly tucked blankets and throw pillows, clashing patterns and colors. What a slob. The bottom bunk is a single stiff looking pillow with a thin cotton blanket that I didn't need to touch to know it was horribly itchy. Really? I must have grimaced because Mai quickly smiled at me. I brought too many pillows and blankets. I always overpack. I went to Italy over break. You bragging or something, girl? And Mom got really mad at me because I bought 5 bags. I brought 5 bags, but we were only there for a week. That's a lot of bags. Don't you laugh at me. Don't you judge me. She laughed and pulled several blankets and pillows from her bunk and rearranged them neatly on mine. Well, that was nice of her. A sudden twinge of guilt and embarrassment hit me.
Perfection.
Okay, am I reading? Okay. There, that's much better. Thanks, Mai. I'm so pathetic. No, I'm just kidding. I placed my suitcase on the bottom bunk and began to unpack its contents. Several changes of clothing, pen, pencils, empty notebooks, a few photographs of my father, a dilapidated stuffed rabbit, an old portable radio, and a small black box. That bat rat was already here. It's haunted. Anyway. Ma opened the curtains and sunlight poured in. So, where are you from? I slid the now empty suitcase under the bottom bunk. About 2 hours north of here is a small town called Amarirusu. You probably haven't heard of it. I set the stuffed rabbit, Mr. Bunny, on my bed beside my purple and teal throw pillow. It's mine now. You gave it to me. Oh, did you get a different boarding school, or? I don't know why she has a country accent. I might change it to something different. No, I went to a public school down the street from my house because my family's poor.
Really?
That's not what you said. You didn't say that. Public school? Oh, wait, okay, like, what was that like? Were the students mean? Did you have a lot of friends? I always went to private school. You privileged little girl. My parent. Now I don't know what voice to give her. Her privilegedness has done knocked me out. No, I'm just kidding. My parents work a lot, and my dad goes overseas, so I think they stuck me there for convenience. Stuck me here for convenience. Oh, hey, what's that? Jeez, it sounds like she's got some demons in her. Got a few things she's wrong. I removed an ornately patterned origami crane from the black box and was sitting on the unclaimed writing desk. Oh, this, my mother made it for me a long time ago. She's dead now. No, I'm just kidding. She's on the lam because she killed her mother. No, I'm just kidding. I set it back. I set it beside a stack of thick textbooks, which I assume were provided for me. Like, wow, it's so pretty. I've never seen paper like that before. Oh yeah, the lights. Let me get them. They're already up there. That's what I was mad about when I walked in the damn room. Mine went to her desk, opened up the drawer, and pulled out a long, tangled string of fairy lights. I thought these would look nice. Like, here, let's string them up. Don't break anything. She grabbed a container of push pins and pulled them. You can't use push pins on string lights. You'll shock yourself. Pulled her wooden desk out. I mean, maybe if you like, I mean, that's not something I would use. Like, for lights, I would use hooks. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. That's just me. And over to the wall, I did the same with my own. Together, we pinned the lights, possibly shocking ourselves around the perimeter of the room. The perimeter, huh? Because it looks like it's just over the fucking bed. But that's just me. Like, how was the train ride over? Did you meet anyone? No, not really. I was in a compartment with some guy.
What?
And, like some guy, huh? Was he cute? I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't. He was dreamy. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even get his name. Mai seemed disappointed for a moment because she wanted the scoop. She wanted something to go to bed with. Anyway, and then perked back up. Like, you'll have to point him out to me if we see him again. I want to know how cute he is. I want to get in his pants. No, calm down, Mai. Okay. Once we were finished stringing the lights, Mai climbed down from her chair and brushed her hands together triumphantly. Yeah! That's not what you said, but she said, like a done. Okay, now it's time for lunch. The food here is pretty good. There's this ramen place down the street from the campus that's like out of this world. But the school only lets us leave campus on weekends, so we gotta sneak out. It's totally fucking stupid. Mai walked out the window, of all places. You walked. You didn't climb. Note, she did not climb. She walked out that window that's obviously at least waist high to her. She walked out that window. We could go today because it's Sunday. It's pretty nice, but I guess you might want to go to the cafe. And since you just got here, we could... Oh, what? Oh, I did something. Sorry. I right-clicked. She was suddenly interrupted by her own enthusiastic and insane laughter. Oh my gosh, Mimi Santos totally just tripped outside and fell on her face. I saw it. Now I'm gonna ridicule her and judge her for the rest of the time she's here. Oh, is that mean to laugh? Maybe I shouldn't have. It's actually very mean. You should be like, oh my dear, what happened to her? Oh well, anyways, let's go eat. I'm totally starved. I bet you are. She led me out of the room before I had a chance to respond. Okay, so we're running almost 30 minutes here. That seems like a good enough place to stop for now, guys. We haven't seen any. Well, we've seen one Normal Boots member. I'm assuming on the train. I think it was Pro Jared, but I have no idea. So please excuse me. Is somebody out there who's like, "That's not Pro Jared. You're stupid." I know I'm stupid. Give me a break. Anyway. I'll leave a link in the description where you guys can get this game. You actually have the option of getting it for free, but I suggest donating for it because the developers worked really hard on it. But don't forget to like, comment, favorite, share, and of course subscribe. Don't forget to check the description below for playlists of other games I've played in the past. Also, don't forget to click the annotations for videos I've done in the past. Other than that, guys, I'm rambling. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll of course see you next time. Yep. All right. Well. Oh, that's blocked off. Okay. Oh, dark room. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit. Anything in here? No. Oh, chair. Nope, nothing there. Alright, give me a key. Whoa! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh no, close it. Close it. Oh man, first monster here.